The 2000 season has been and gone. Out with the old, in with the new, and believe it or not, this is the start of 2001. So throw those calendars away. Happy New Year, and welcome to the Johnnie Walker Classic. The European Tour is in bustling Bangkok for this well-established event, and our venue, the Alpine Golf and Sports Club. Johnnie Walker have long been substantial sponsors of golf, and there's always a touch of class in everything they do. For 2 years, 3 seasons ago, we were also in Thailand as Tiger Woods, the wonder boy of golf, took the title of Blue Canyon on the island of Phuket, only our second, a taste of things to come. But thankfully, not even Tiger Woods can win all the time, and last year in Taiwan, Michael Campbell pipped him with a Kiwi, a long overdue first European Tour win, and the first of 3 that took him to 4th in the Volvo Order of Merit, where Lee Westwood ended Colin Montgomery's 7-year reign. And Spain was the first stop in Tiger's Around the World in 50 Golfing Days tour. Now he's in the land where his mother was born.
I have a lot of my family here that I don't get to see very often. Obviously, my mom is from here, a native of Thailand, and to be able to come back to, I guess, a part of your culture, your own home, a part of your being, is always special. And to see a lot of my family I don't get a chance to see very often, that is very special.
To watch Tiger play close up is an education. A privileged audience enthralled. Now, could he improve on his Hyde Park performance last Monday? Yes, he could. Tiger in the rest, 6,989 yards, par 72, and joining me in commentary, welcome, Ken Brown.
Thanks very much, Steve. It was a great day for Wayne Smith on day one, round in 65, played some splendid golf. 70 and a 68, 14 under par going into the final day. Wayne Smith, who often features on the Australasian Tour.
Well, this is Jesper Parnevik, 3rd week back after major hip surgery, and he's getting better and better. The first round 72, followed by a second round 65 and a 69 in round 3, leaves Parnevik in contention.
And Ryder Cup points at stake this week, so Paul Lawrie delighted that he's playing well. 67, 69, 67. 13 under. Could it be his first win since the Open Championship?
Jeff Ogilvy was runner-up to Michael Campbell in last year's Johnnie Walker Classic, and he's going well again. 68, 67, and again 67 on round 3.
Another Australian going well, Rodney Pampling. He's only dropped 1 stroke over the opening 3 days, 68, 66 and 67, and played some great iron shots. Stone dead. What can he do over the final day?
Mixed week for Sergio Garcia, an opening round of 74, a 3rd round 75. But in between, an eagle on his way to a 64. Same score that he finished the regular season with, of course, at Valderrama. But Garcia just looking to find a little bit of consistency in his game. Probably too far behind to have a real chance.
Defending champion Michael Campbell with a 71, slightly disappointing, but then found his range. 67 iron shots peppering down on the flag, and when he gets in top form, his iron shots never seem to leave the target. 63 on the 3rd day, started with a bogey at the first and followed up with an amazing 10 birdies. And time again, finding the exact range. So 63 was a course record. He's 15 under.
But you can't look much beyond Tiger Woods. A rather modest opening 68 for the world number 1. And then he moved into overdrive. 65 on day 2 to take the lead. Looking for his 10th win of the year 2000. And of course, who's won nearly $10 million on the regular US PGA Tour in prize money.
He's also won the Open. He's won the British Open, the US PGA. 65 on Saturday. And as ever, Steve, he's the man to beat.
He's not a name the others like to see on top of a leaderboard because he takes some shifting. He very rarely loses when he has a share of the lead or the outright lead going into the final round. In fact, he went 19 tournaments without being beaten until Phil Mickelson overcame him at the Tour Championship. And just amazing, with all his off-course commitments, the fact that he can focus so well on the course. So going into the final round, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And a fairly congested battle for second place. Campbell and Pampling one ahead of Ogilvy. But it's Tiger Woods at 18 under par, 3 shots clear. And he's going to take an awful lot of catching. Let's get out on the course for the final round. Conditions, as you might expect, pretty hot. Not a cloud in the sky.
Campbell, who parred the first hole, this is his birdie chance at the second. So immediately moves to 16 under.
3 straight pars for Jeff Ogilvy. Good speed on the greens downhill, and that's his first birdie of the day to 15 under.
Campbell dropped a stroke at the par 3 third. This was his approach to the fourth. Short par 4. And he holds that to get back to 16 under.
Paul Lawrie looking for back-to-back birdies, and he gets them at 4 and 5, 14 under into a share of third place now. So the early moves for Tiger, a quietish start through 4 holes, hasn't picked up a shot as yet, and Campbell has closed to within 2.
And speaking of Campbell, we pick him up on the par 5 5th hole. Little pitch into the green. Very firm putting surfaces. You'll see a lot of balls skidding on. Bit of grain on them, are pretty well judged.
The event co-sanctioned with the Australasian and Asian tours, but the Asian tour members haven't performed that well. His man says to be world number 1, you need to play all around the world on different grasses. And he's proving the master of this particular layout. Now, can he get his round underway with an eagle at 5? Not quite, but a very simple birdie. 19 under.
To the 6th, the par 3. Jeff Ogilvy, 23 years of age. Once again, just releasing a firm first bounce, but an outside chance of a 2.
And Campbell for his birdie at the 5th to match Tiger Woods. Never in doubt. 17 under. So Campbell in hot pursuit as he tries to retain his title. Just happens to be chasing the best player in the world. You need to go some. Welcome back to bustling, vibrant Bangkok, where sometimes this can be the easiest way to get around. A wonderful city that you simply have to explore. That is after the final round of the Johnnie Walker Classic. Welcome back.
And we join Rodney Pampling on the 6th. His only drop stroke of the week was on this hole on day 1. All pars for him to start today.
Just 1 birdie so far for Jesper Parnevik. That came at the 3rd. This is for birdie 4 at the 7th. Hold attempt.
Campbell down par 3 6th for a 2. Big swing. Pretty well judged. So he stays a couple behind.
Enjoyed a fabulous winter after his win last year. Broke all sorts of records on the Australasian tour. Number 1 leading money winner by some distance.
And Tiger's got a little tester here. Just to save his par. Beautifully held. Amazing run of figure since May. He's played 53 consecutive rounds of par and better all over the world. And he's 1 under for today's round. Sweating up a bit in the paddock.
But he is a thoroughbred, no doubt about that. And it's looking like a 5-horse race now. 3 players pampering Laurie and Ogilvy at 15 under. 2 ahead of them, Campbell, and 2 ahead of the Kiwi, Tiger Woods.
Jeff Ogilvy at the 7th.
Tall, thin player hits the ball a country mile. I've always felt that he, perhaps, and Stephen Leaney, the next to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Stuart Appleby and Robert Allenby, emerging Australians.
Yes, Bopanović's approach to the 8th hole up the hill, and very well judged.
Tiger's second to the 7th, 545 yards, and this is normally where he makes class count.
Over the water, high towering iron shot. Beautiful. An eagle chance. And as ever this week, the bread and butter holes are the par 5s.
Bopanović used to be a regular member of the Johnnie Walker Super Tour, which used to take part around this time of year. Superstars in a jet, 4 countries in about 5 days. Just a par at the 8th. He stayed 11 under.
To the 7th and came 3rd. It was laid up at the par 5, so just a little knockdown pitching wedge. Oh, delightfully controlled. Little unlucky it didn't check a fraction more on the 3rd bounce.
But even Campbell, who's no slouch, couldn't take on the carry as Woods did. Would he be rewarded with an eagle 3? Trying to come back. Still a tap in for birdie, 20 under.
Currently 3 ahead of Campbell, but Campbell with a birdie chance.
He's a man who hates to make bogeys. Good to see Paul Lawrie finding a bit of form.
Because I think the pressure of not being Open champion certainly might help him a little bit. And a good approach at the 8th and a great birdie chance. He's putted well all week, so you'd fancy his chances of holding that one.
Birdie at 7 for Campbell. He stays on Tiger's tail. The gap's still 2. Not a bad season for Jeff Ogilvy, Ken. 47th in the Volvo Order of Merit, but might have been looking for a bit better than that.
Yes, he had some good tournaments, took some big breaks during the European Tour season, but finished 2nd here last year. He's got a chance to go one better this.
That takes him to 16 under. Birdie at the 8th.
A chance to see Woods launch his tee shot. Looks like a 3-wood off the 8th tee.
Massive galleries, and he's the man they've all come to see, and it's the same wherever he goes in the world.
Cross-handed for Wayne Smith.
Yeah.
Beautifully holed. Doesn't like to travel much. Plays most of his golf on the Australasian tour. But a slow start to his round today.
Yeah, he's played a bit in Japan in the past as well, but as you say, likes it at home best of all. Paul Orry for birdie at the 8th. It's Ryder Cup points at stake, and after his performance at Brookline, I think Sam Torrance would be quite pleased to get Paul in the team for the Belfry.
Tricky putt to read, this one.
Oh.
Yes, played some great golf at the country club at the last Ryder Cup matches, winning his single against Jeff Maggott.
Now playing behind Michael Campbell with Tiger Woods. It's 8th hole, 441 yards.
Front pin, Steve, with these firm greens, are always difficult to get close to. Needs a high, soft landing iron shot.
Well, he's going to keep the pressure on Tiger, that's for sure.
And just coming out the very lightest cut of semi-rough here, making this a fraction more difficult to control. Well, it's miles in the air.
Well, a rare error. Doesn't make many.
The 9th, Jesper, 380-yard par 4.
Par on both 9s, 36.
And he's hit all the front 9 greens in regulation, as Jesper.
Have that putt to be out in 34. Now Tiger's got every shot in the book. Let's see what he produces for this one. Plenty of green to work with, but it's quite quickly downhill.
Nice lie.
Now you'd have thought halfway down the green that might have gone off the front, but he read the grain perfectly, and every chance of saving his par.
Parnevik still not fully recovered from his hip surgery. And a nice birdie at number 9.
12 under. Yeah, he put the surgery off as long as he could, and it's such a lucrative time of year, difficult to take a couple of months out.
Big swing from the right as he hit it.
Yes.
Amazing how quick it was down there.
Ogilvy's second at the 9th. Got the same manager as Michael Campbell. Andrew Ramsey is probably flitting from match to match. Or maybe he's in the cool of the clubhouse watching it on television. Well, Tiger got his par at 8.
Amazing. Just a little punch there with a long iron for position at number 9. Perfect spot. Nice flat lie. Thinks of everything, Steve.
Yeah, he and his caddy, Steve Williams, terrific team. Ogilvy will be disappointed that he didn't get his first win in Europe. That might have been the low point of a otherwise satisfactory campaign. That one slips by. That was for birdie at 9. So he's going to be out in 34.
Green clear, Tiger Woods, second to the 9th. 6'2" he is. A bit taller than you might imagine.
And really fit as well. When you see him in the flesh, you're looking at an athlete who would be successful probably at any sport he chose. laying down the gauntlet to Campbell.
Nice upslope of a lie should help the ball to stop. Didn't quite carry it far enough and gone back into the thick stuff. Another yard and that was perfect.
Ogilvy's moved on to the 10th, another strong par 4, 433 yards.
Can't see the top of the ball, nestled down. You can almost see how that club had got snagged up there and the ball pulled to the left.
Chance maybe then for the Australian to come through. This is to get to 17 under. Rattle into the hole. I think the crowds, they just love watching players doing well.
And off a perfect tee shot. A drop stroke for Michael Campbell. Out in 34.
They shouldn't really bring cameras into a golf tournament, but out here it's like turning back the tide. And Tiger knows the meaning of patience, and after a slow start, he's moving into overdrive. There's his third birdie in 5 holes. No drop shots. Out in 33, and suddenly that 2-shot lead has been stretched to 4. Woods at 21 under. Ogilvy's caught Campbell in a share of second place, and Paul Lawrie still going well. Even so, it's the world number 1 is the man looking most likely to. When Johnnie Walker's in town, everybody has a classic good time.
Things are looking up.
Big family.
Welcome back to the final round of the Johnnie Walker Classic. And by the way, that was Sam Torrance, not Groucho Marx, in the middle of that sequence. Huge crowds, and as I say, most of them trying to get a glimpse of Tiger Woods. Second now to the 10th, and he leads by 4.
Just carrying over the little rise and dribbling down into the hollow where the flag's cut. Perfectly judged.
2-shot swing against Michael Campbell at the previous hole. Oh, well, he nearly got them back all in one go. So let's just remind ourselves of the situation at the top of the leaderboard. Tiger at 21 under. Jeff Ogilvy's joined Michael Campbell for the time being at 17 under in second place. Paul Lawrie at 15 under. Rodney Pamplin slipping back.
Big divot coming here for Jesper. Whoosh, really beats down on the ball. Tee shot at the 12th.
Still, it's immaculately groomed.
Dead centre. 22 under.
Almost turning into a procession. Because you sense there's more to come, and crucial then that Michael Campbell makes this one. 5.
A couple of holes there really worked out well for Woods and badly for Campbell.
And part of it will be playing a limited European Tour schedule. And he wants to play in that Ryder Cup side, so very important that he picks up points this week, and that will do his cause no harm at all. 13 under now.
Just a sandwich for Ogilvy. Lovely sound off the club face. Right over the flag.
All the Woods stay in the bag. 4 Woods, just an iron off the tee at 11.
Maybe he's going to play one of these little punch shots, little three-quarter follow through. Takes enormous strength.
Fizzes away. I think the answer to your question is yes.
Don't know how the shaft doesn't break.
Just amazing. And probably helping Jeff Ogilvy that he's playing in front of Tiger, not with him. Because he's the man applying what pressure there is. 18 under now.
Birdies at 10 and 11.
Yeah, 3 and 4 holes.
Woods has just played for position at this 11th. 262 yards off the tee. What do you say, Steve?
I don't think you say much, you just enjoy. He set all sorts of records, low stroke average for the season. Here's a mere mortal. Not playing badly though. Rodney Pamplin. I think he'd like to play a little more in Europe, and you may see the couple of co-sanctioned events in Australasia at the start of next year. Could be a springboard for him if he plays well.
Once again with a longer tee shot, Michael Campbell. And 3 great approaches. I wonder who'll make the birdies.
And at 12, big ask for Ogilvy from the lower tier. Good luck. Another one goes by, and the putter may be taking another fast track back towards the bag. Been the difference.
Don't like the look of that one. Oh, thank goodness. Getting a little frustrated. He knows he has to make some birdies. The chances slipping by on the 10th and the 11th to Pampling, who's played this back 9 very well this week. 34, 33 and 31 yesterday.
There we are. Picking up his second birdie since the turn, which he reached in 37, so making up some of the ground that he lost on the front 9. He hasn't missed many of that length during the course of the year.
Beautifully judged from Paul Lawrie. Not the easiest greens to read. A little bit of grain on them. Always got to be taken into account. 15 under.
Yes, Papanovic just a shade inaccurate with his second to the 13th. Shortish par 4. Pinpoint recovery though.
Little chip from Woods. He's missed the 12th green.
reads the grain so well as well, doesn't it? You'd have thought that one would have stayed further right, but turned in at the end.
Just carried it onto the top level and a forward bounce for Ogilvy. Very difficult to get close to that 13th pin where it's cut today.
More trouble for Michael Campbell. He's got this to save his par. And that's a second drop shot in the space of 4 holes, his 3rd bogey of the day. It's been a spirited defence, but it looks destined to be unsuccessful.
To get within 3. Beautifully judged. So Ogilvy suddenly become the challenger.
Yeah, it's all changed and changed very quickly. Ogilvy's 3 behind Tiger Woods, but he's 3 clear of Michael Campbell. What a double whammy that would be. Win your first tournament and beat Tiger Woods. Of course, Tiger may have something to say about that. This is his 2nd to 13.
I wonder if he's going to try and carry it all the way back over that little ridge. A misjudgment. I think it's in the bunker. I would estimate if he was a club golfer, his handicap would probably be between +6 and +7 for his season's golf.
So you put your name alongside his for the medal, would you? Part of it he probably plays off a mere +4. That's his 3rd shot at the par 5 14th, so should get to 14 under.
The birds are tweeting. Can Pampling make a birdie? Over the little ridge. He has.
16 under now.
Now, a difficult 2-putt for Michael Campbell. Up the hill, down the other side.
Nicely judged. Bunker play is about the only category of stats that Tiger Woods doesn't head, probably because he doesn't get enough.
He might not be in the bunker here, Steve. It's just in that thick rough. Oh, what a shot. Horrible lie. Absolutely stone dead.
See, I told you didn't get many bunkers.
Ogilvy having a shot at the 14th green. It's a par 5. What a shot. 523 yards. And an eagle chance.
Yeah, he's long. He's been in the top 10 for the driving distance stats in Europe for a couple of years now. Mind you, this man's longer.
His average driving distance this week so far is 321 yards.
And we're more or less at sea level.
And that's probably a bit longer than that. That is an absolute stonker.
Mind you, Ogilvy has the chance here, and a real chance to close to within just 1 shot. And you saw just the change in colour, the change in grain. He just took that ball away from the hole. To get his birdie, though.
Green clear, and Tiger Woods has birdied this hole all week. 3/4 so far. And just found a little downslope there, make this one a bit more awkward.
Well, that should be a routine chip and putt. His lead at the moment has been trimmed to 2. Ogilvy did make his birdie, of course, and is 20 under. It's a great way to start a campaign. You enjoy Christmas and New Year knowing that your card is already secure.
It'd be nice to make a hole-in-one and win that car, Mercedes C-Class.
Ogilvy will be taking the courtesy car back to the airport. But he might be taking a very big check, and he might still be taking the trophy.
It's amazing, this Bermuda rough. The ball just settles down and you just can't get the club on the back of the ball. Well, how's he going to play this one? Is it a putter? Is he going to blade it? Is it the old 3-wood?
Won't be far away. Come on. Oh,
It looked like a little bladed pitching wedge or sand wedge there.
it's a birdie. He's 23 under. And one more par 5 to come, the 17th, 577 yards, which perhaps only Tiger can reach into. So imperative that Ogilvy takes every chance, and that would have been one against the head. And the Australian's got a firm grip on second place, 3 behind Tiger Woods. Good round for Anthony Painter. We've had some fun with him in the past, but he's into the picture with a round of 65 and into the top 10. But after the break, more happy landings perhaps for Tiger Woods. Welcome back to Bangkok on what's proving to be a pretty useful day for the Australians. Told you about Anthony Painter's 65. Well, Nick O'Hearn, the left-hander, has closed his Johnnie Walker Classic with a round of 66. But here's the best of the bunch at the moment, Jeff Ogilvy. Birdie putt at 16. Well, he's not giving up without a fight. That will take him to 21 under and a simply amazing back 9. And a par 5 to come.
How can Woods respond? Slightly lower flight on this one, and have a hard first bounce. It's the shortest par 4 on the golf course at 355 yards.
Put another coin in. There you are.
He's looking in the wrong end of those.
Tiger's hitting even further. This for birdie though, and this to get, what, 3 shots clear again. Just seems when there's even a flicker of a challenge, he raises his game. So he's got 2 holes to play. He leads by 3. And Ogilvy now 4 shots clear of Michael Campbell. Pampling slipping by a shot.
Ogilvy's left into a very difficult third to the 17th. Almost a little too near to the green to get maximum stop on the ball. Back down the tee, Tiger.
Yeah, some 577 yards away, but even so not going with the driver.
A lot of oohing and ahhing, Steve.
And there's why. And not a single yard of run on that either.
A huge putt back up the hill. He's done it, though.
Right in the middle. This is a fabulous round. 22 under now. And 6 birdies on the back 9.
The 18th, this to save his par. Well, a closing round of 70 for Jesper Parnevik.
Finishes at 12 under. And Tiger, even Tiger laying up at 17. And still nearly making his 3. Certain 4. They're not going to catch him.
He's played 16 par 5s this week, and if he pops that one in, he's 15 under for them.
So poor old Michael Campbell's been rather swept away by the Tiger tide.
With third player in this group is not Jeff Ogilvy, but Rodney Pampling. This is his third to the 17th. Currently 16 under. And doesn't get over the little crest.
Campbell then for his birdie 4. And quite important, these putts, for the minor placings. And that takes Michael Campbell 2 shots ahead of Pampling and Laurie now, on his own in third.
Good 2-putt from Rodney Pampling, gets his par. The money this week counts on the Australasian Order of Merit, as it does on the European Order of Merit, and of course the Asian money list as well.
But here's the man who's going to take the big check, and he's not on any of those Order of Merits. Doesn't need to be, really. Look at that, a par at the last 4, a third successive 65, and don't bet against him making birdie.
He's eyeing it up, is Paul Laurie. No wonder.
Coped well with the heat as well. Remember him being a rather forlorn figure down at the Vines at the start of the year, where the heat got to a lot of the Europeans. He couldn't get his glove on and off, it was so sticky.
Once again, just playing for a position off the tee, Woods with an iron.
One of the secrets, take on plenty of water, don't get dehydrated, because it's pretty warm out there.
A rather tired looking swing, that one, but despite slightly being mishit, finds the fairway.
Got a new driver that served him well in Cologne in the Linda German Masters, which he won over 3 rain-affected days. Final day washed away. There's the prize fund. The first prize will be all right for Tiger, but won't make much difference to his lifestyle. I'll tell you, second place for Jeff Ogilvy would be simply wonderful, because you then plan your circuit, plan your schedule, play where you want, when you want. It's a pity Paul Laurie's closed out with 4 straight pars and a round of 69. He's had a good week, 4 sub-70 rounds.
272 and 16 under. Ogilvy for a 3. That was to come back in 29, so 30 shots for the back 9 holes.
64, not his lowest round on tour. In 99, fired a 62 around Barsebäck in the Volvo Scandinavian Masters. But in all probability, second for the second year running.
25 birdies he's made for the week.
And there's Mrs. Woods, a proud mother looking on. She's allowed to bring a camera in. Do believe he's disappointed. Well, that's why he's so good, because he never stops working to improve.
Nice little upslope for Rodney Pampling to float his approach into this 18th. Getting it to stop very quickly. Wherever Tiger Woods goes, there's big crowds. They've thoroughly enjoyed a splendid week's golf.
Looking to finish with a flourish. But really, sponsors, spectators, everybody got the winner they wanted, and quite rightly so. This would just round off the win in some style for a 64. And he was trying to hold it. And now he can mark and just let the others putt out and have the final word. Well, that's a pity, and a drop shot at 16 also hit Rodney Pampling's hopes. Even so, around a 71, and he finishes at 16 under.
Campbell for a closing birdie. It's been the story of the back 9 holes, missing those chances at the 9th and the 10th. Just broke Campbell's momentum, but another great week for him. Great effort in defending a title, never easy. Closing 69 for 18 under.
And there we go, the win confirmed. The world-class performance from the world number 1. An opening 68 and then 3 65s on the bounce, and nobody else could keep pace. In the end, the winning margin, just 3 shots, and that testament to the excellence of Jeff Ogilvy's game. Michael Campbell, a good defence. If you can't get Tiger's autograph, try Mum. Here's our first Volvo Order of Merit for 2001. Ogilvy, top of that heap. But it's win number 10 for the world number 1, Tiger Woods.
We need to shoot at least 65 in order to have a chance to win today, and that was our number in our head. And I was somehow able to shoot the 65. If we could go out 3 under par in the front 9, I'd be all right. If I went out in 2, the guys could make a run at me by shooting 4, 5, 6 under par in the front 9, and they'd be right back in it. But if I at least could go out in 3, I would be in position to go ahead and shoot the 65, which I was.
He makes it sound so simple. No real change in the Ryder Cup points standings, although just off that list, 4 lorries moving in the right direction. But this week in Bangkok belong to who else? Tiger Woods. And the European Tour will see you all next year in South Africa. Until then, from Ken Brown and me, Steve Beddoe, goodbye.